Wow, Kyron, that was absolutely epic. What a mini clearance at the end to crawl over the line. It had everything, didn't it, that one?
Yeah, I thought it was a fantastic match to be a part of, and obviously the big turning point was me sort of feathering the white. That sort of got Stuart back into the game. So yeah, just sort of found myself in complete control, and sometimes these little things can completely turn matches, but to sort of hold it together towards the end, from 4 each I won a good frame. Stuart obviously won a really good frame after that to force the decider, and yeah, it was a horrible clearance, so I was delighted to obviously take them on and pot them all.
You mentioned the feathering when you were 4-1 up. That was an exemplary moment of sportsmanship, and the crowd responded as they should have done. That was a fantastic example of how to play snooker in every sense.
Yeah, well, it's obviously renowned for being a gentleman's sport, and honesty is always the best policy. So, as I was sort of going up to the white, it was one of those where you're not actually sure if you have touched it, but my initial instinct was to get up. So for me, that says it all, and I've obviously feathered the white. So yeah, you've got to call a foul. I wouldn't have been able to live with myself if I'd have gone on to win the match from there and known that I'd have fouled along the way.
And how conscious were you as he edged back towards 4-all of exactly the same scoreline, ending up with you losing 2 years ago here?
Yeah, it was really sort of there in my mind. So I'm a little bit stronger than I was then. I was probably thinking the wrong things back then, and sort of letting the whole occasion get on top of me from there, because he had the crowd on his side. And the same happened tonight. He started to get the crowd on his side. They love to watch the underdog obviously go on and do well. So yeah, delighted that I managed to keep myself in the present, keep myself composed, and obviously take out the win.
The crowd really enjoyed that from both of you, and why wouldn't they? It was a thrilling decider and a thoroughly absorbing match, and I think they also appreciated the fact that you were a little bit emotional when we were speaking out there on the arena floor, because you might only say, well, it's a first round match, but it's a huge occasion, and with Taylor there, with your parents there, and Stuart's family there, these are big moments, even though it's a last 16.
Yeah, this is obviously our showpiece event. This is second to the World Championships at the Crucible, so we really missed it here last year, playing behind closed doors, and you don't actually realise, people are saying it's amazing, but you don't realise until you are out there live how good it really is. And the round of applause and the standing ovation we got going into the decider was unbelievable. So yeah, just chuffed to be a part of it, really.
And from one huge match to another, your encounter with Judd to make the final back in 2018 was huge. You mounted a pretty decent comeback from 5-2 or 5-3 down, and you might have to do the same again to make the semis.
Yeah, they're all tough matches here, aren't they? So you have to expect that along the way, and you have to expect to play well. If you don't play well, you are going to go home, because the players here are just too good. So yeah, it's going to be a tough match. Judd's obviously done the same as me today, won a decider, so we'll both sort of feel like we've got a little bit of an extra life going into the second round, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to the match.
Yeah, so are we. Well done tonight, Kyron. That was class.
Thanks, Rob. Cheers, mate.